Hi guys, how you all doing today? So today I bring another wonderful video to you all. For those that are just joining me, I don't know, my name is Valerie Amaka Nwoji and I am a self-discovery and relationship coach. Alright guys, so today I want to talk about love. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. So I want Alright guys, so today I want to talk about love. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. So I want to talk about love today. Alright, so I was just to somebody last week on how I love to do a particular thing. And even when I'm sick, I will still do that thing. So it brought us to a topic of why do people say love is not enough in a relationship? Why do people say love is never enough in marriage? Now this is the answer. We actually got down to that day. We talked about that day. This was the answer that, and I'm going to share that answer with you guys today because when I gave that answer, it was more like an inspiration from the Holy Spirit, and I'm certain that I did not just say that word from my own knowledge alone. It was a divine inspiration, divine instruction given to me. All right, guys. So this is it. Love is enough. The reason why we keep saying love is not enough is this: we don't understand the depth of what love means. We don't understand what love actually means at all. We define love or we base love on our feelings, how we're feeling at that moment, what we want to hear, what we want to see, the expectations were that the things we expect from that relationship, from that marriage. That is what we term love to be. But in the real sense, that is not love. First Corinthians 13 actually talked about love in a whole lot of dimensions. Say love is kind, love is patient, love is long suffering. How many of us can actually be so patient to suffer long today? How many of us can actually love this particular thing even when that thing does not worth it? How many of us can actually love this particular thing even with the flaws? People say, oh, you have to be committed, you have to be this, you have to be that for you to actually for love to actually stay together. But the truth is, when you claim to love something, you will want to stay committed to that thing. When you claim to love something, no matter what happens, you will want to weather the storm with that thing. That is love. That is love. And that is the kind of love that God has for us as children. I was reading the book of Judges one day and I looked at how wonderful God is. It got to a point I kept on asking myself, the children of Israel will actually offend. And God will raise a judge, God will raise a priest over them that will help them fight their battles. And immediately that priest dies, they continue in that sin. And I was like, are these people normal? While I was reading, I kept on reading, like, are these people normal? In my human flesh and human state, I was like, are these people normal? But instantly, I received a word. He said, that is how we are, generally. So if God can actually keep loving us that way, if God can keep loving us that way, then you understand that there is more to love than what we define. There is more to love than how we feel. There is more to what we understand love to be. I am here to tell you today that love is enough. Love is enough in any kind of marriage. Now, this is another example I'm going to give to you guys, and that was inspired by the Holy Spirit. And this is it. A home that there is no understanding, a home that does not have the fear of God in it, will lack love. A home that does not understand what God's love truly means or does not understand the instruction of God given will lack that love. That is it. When a woman and a man is married and the woman is actually submitted to a man that does not understand what love means or does not understand what authority means or does not even understand the instruction given by God, it becomes difficult because it frustrates that woman. There's a particular way a woman is wired. So her emotions actually come to play at that moment. I know that lately we've been taught as women that you have to endure, you have to persevere, you have to be this in marriage, you have to be that. Even when your husband is acting funny, you have to be that, you have to be this. The reason why every ladies out there, the reason why they said it is in your hands to choose whom to submit to is because if you choose rubbish, you will submit to rubbish. If you choose good, you will submit to that good. That is how life is. If you choose somebody that understands what it means to submit to authority, that understand what love truly means, that understand what it means to be corrected, then you will enjoy. Because when that person is going south, and maybe that person has a mentor, you speak to that mentor, or you yourself, you talk to that man like, okay, honey, this thing you're doing is actually going south. This is it, and it's brought to correction. Trust me, ladies, you will enjoy. But the moment you're with a man that does not even acknowledge your own words, that doesn't see you as wise, that doesn't even know that there's an iota of wisdom in you, that sees you as an inferior to him, that doesn't listen to you, that doesn't listen to authorities, that marriage will frustrate you. It is the truth. So when I had an in-depth understanding of love, I realized that we are not loving. It's the truth. We are not loving. We are just acting based on our feelings at that moment. Majority of us. Now, I know some people understand what it means to love, but not everybody. Love will make you want to stay committed. When you love speaking or when you love teaching, you realize that whether you're getting anything from it or not, you just derive this joy from teaching people every day. You will find yourself even being a tutorial lecturer. Because you just want to dish out knowledge. So you love it, even when you're getting something or you're not getting anything. That is how love should be. When you're getting what you're not getting, you should love. When your expectations are too high, it makes it look as if love is not enough in that marriage. I will repeat this again, we have different understanding, different meaning to what love is. That is the reason why we keep saying love is never enough. I really don't know how to explain this thing to you, because when I got this revelation, I was like, love indeed is enough, because love will make you do some things that you don't want to do. Love will make you stay in some places that you'll be like, I'm not supposed to find myself here. Love will make you sacrifice without expecting much. There's one story I read one time, and they said they asked that woman that what kept her married to that point. She said giving 100. Marriage is not 50 over 50, it's 100 over 100. She had to give her all, because that was what she understood love to be. Giving your all, despite the old situation, giving your all. How many of you can give your all today? How many of you can be open like this with your spouse? How many of you can suffer long? How many of you can be kind? How many of you can be loving? How many of you can be patient? She's that angel you married when you first met, the butterflies were running in your tummy. She's that angel you saw, and when you got married to her mouth is like two-edged sword that can pierce through anything. But you still stay. The days that she's at her lowest or he's at his lowest and is not giving you his best, would you still be there? The days that it doesn't look all rosy, will you still be there? Love, when understood properly, love, when not done in a biased mode, is enough. Because love will make you want to stay committed. Love will make you want to stay accountable. Love will make you want to do certain things that you do not think that you can do. Love will make you not want to cheat. So you cannot do love without having God. It shocks you. You can't do love without having God, because we are humans. You cannot do love without having God. Now, this is where the word intentionality comes in. You have to be intentional about knowing your Father. You have to be intentional about knowing God. You have to be intentional about understanding and accepting His word so that you would understand what love means. You cannot do love without God. God is love. Even God that we claim to love, we offend Him sometimes. If we can do love by ourselves, there won't be divorces today. If we can do love by ourselves, there won't be misunderstanding. If we can do love by ourselves, there won't be fighting. It's because we can't do it by ourselves. So we constantly need to draw from the one who instituted marriage. We constantly need to draw from the one who created human. We constantly need to draw from our Father. Because He is the only one that can help you. So you have to be intentional about receiving that help. You have to be intentional about staying within that help. You have to be intentional about that love. If you're not intentional about loving that person, trust me, love would never be enough for you. If you're not intentional about loving that person, intentionality comes first, then love comes second. No, that's not the word. Intentionality and love works hand in hand. You cannot do the two separately. If I am going to love this thing, I have to be intentional about it. If I am going to love these glasses, I have to be intentional about keeping it clean constantly. If I am going to love these glasses, I have to be intentional about cleaning the lens every day. For it to be clear, for it to be clean, for it to be neat, so that when I put it on, I will be proud. So guys, I know a lot of people will actually counter this word, but the truth is, this is my revelation. And I'm sharing this revelation, this deep thought with you all. So I hope this actually helped somebody out there today. Remember, I said love and intentionality works hand in hand. Because when you are intentional about loving that person, it helps you stay committed. It helps you stop cheating. It helps you do a lot of things that you don't want to do to that person. It helps you not to hurt that person. It helps you not to leave that person even when you're choked. It teaches you how to set boundaries. It teaches you how to understand that person better. Love and intentionality works hand in hand, wrapped together with God, being the center of that marriage, being the pillar of that marriage. That is how it works. So I hope this blessed somebody out there today. If it did, I would love to hear your view in the comments. And if you have an opposing view concerning this video, I also want to hear from you in the comment, because we keep learning every day. So it's like, come your way next time, guys. My name remains Valerie Amaka Nwoji. And do well to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the post notification bell to get notified whenever I post more videos. Also, don't forget to smash the like button, and please share this video for as many to see this video. Share this video all around for many to see this video. All right, guys, God bless you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.